Everyone, this is Pam with Bug Bites, and there is my Cricut Imagine. I have just taken it out of the box, and you can see comparison to the Cricut E. As you can see, it's almost the same width, just maybe a little bit more. That is the length, but at the back, the width is double the size of the Cricut E. Now there is the damage done, all the items out, and my stylus was inside this pack. So when you take it out, be careful. The blade was just hanging around somewhere down, so don't let your hubby or your kids remove the package. They might lose some parts. Now that is the power cord, the one which is circular. Here is a close-up. You'll see that two of the pins are closer and two a little bit wider, so the wider goes up, so be careful. Plug it in. I did put the blade cartridge in. It was a little bit difficult because this is plastic and it seems a little bit flimsier than the Cricut E, the plastic. You have to get that in with two hands. Now I'll go by the quick start guide and I'll press the power button on without the cartridge. That's what it says on the quick start guide. The Nursery Tales one is one which has a firmware update, so we have to insert that. Notice how though the machine is bigger, the cartridge is smaller. That's the comparison between the regular Cricut cartridge and the Imagine cartridge. So the Imagine cartridge goes on the right side and the Cricut cartridge on the left side, both not at the same time. You have to take turns. It has to recognize each cartridge. It can go either way, but each cartridge one at a time. And for the first time when you're switching on the machine, it has to be the Imagine Nursery Tale cartridge because it does need a firmware update. And that's what my machine is saying. Insert the included cartridge. So I will. And the cartridge lights up with a green glow there. A message: please do not power off, disconnect or unplug your device. Your device will automatically reboot when the update is completed. So now we have to wait. And there it is rebooting. You get a big sound and then it is rebooting. It is still updating. It made a noise and then it is updating my Imagine and it says that do not power off. By the way, my Imagine is opposite side where the window is. That might help if you want to videotape, and I'm sure many of you want to do it. I encourage you to do it because we can all learn from each other, just like we did the gypsy. Okay, this is another stage. The bars went all the way up and then it has come down. And by the way, I do not know whether others have received, but we have a cord, and it is a cord from the Imagine to the computer. So it's not the cord which connects your Imagine to the gypsy. So if you don't have one, you might want to buy. Now it's asking me to tap the screen to begin the setup. So I will. So it's going to calibrate the screen. So I will, just like in the gypsy. So we got a beautiful scroll there. And the EULA, press I agree, and please insert the print cartridges and press OK when it is done. I have turned the Imagine at the back because the print cartridge is, the door is at the back. Open that, just open that and take the cartridges out. It's protected, so just remove it carefully. Don't put your hand on the print head, just remove it. And this is the way in. The green goes, of course, in the green. I didn't hear any click. I hope that's okay. Just a little bit under. That was a clip. And now I have loaded. Once I've loaded, I'll press OK. it says it has to be calibrated. Print heads need to be aligned for optimal thing. So please place a blank sheet and insert, and then let's do that. I'm going to insert it till I meet the resistance there and press go. Yesterday my update was cut off in the middle because the mat was not going in. This rod, if you can see the shiny thing there, that had completely come out, and I think while shipping, so the mat was not going in, it was jammed. And if you can see, it's this rod here, it had completely come out. And so the cartridge, that is the rail in which this cartridge moves, so that's what my problem was. So now I want to recalibrate, and so I'll go to settings, and here you can calibrate just the screen like in Gypsy, the printer head and the blade, and you can set the print and cut. You can set it in best quality mode and this thing, and you can set a glossy finish, a matte, or a printable vinyl. I'll set it in matte, and you can set your border. I'll press custom, and I want to set that as 0. I don't know if I can save, because each time you have to come and set that in custom, because mine changed to calibrate the printer. And by the way, you can put the mat, you can load the mat either way. That's what I was told. So I just push that in and press go, and see, it takes the mat in. Now for printing, this is how you get the align. Now I need to do the blade too. I'll do that now, and if I choose the blade, it's going to calibrate the blade cut for me, so that I can so that the printed image can align with the cut. So let me do that too. Now when I put blade and I said apply, it says start calibration, and I'll press on start calibration. So the mat has been pulled in, and it's going to print a little bit and align things for me. Now it has printed something, and it's going to start cutting. I don't like the noise. I don't know why that blade is skipping like that, but anyway. And now I have to check where the alignment is, and the blade has completely moved, so something is wrong. It has just jumped somewhere. Aligned the 1 to 19 perfectly, but the A to K is completely off. Now I have to work on that now. So at least I got the printer and this thing to cut, but something is wrong. This is the blade cartridge, and this thing here had come out of the screw. You can see here, this one. So if your cartridge while moving, the blade makes a noise, please try to see if that has come out. Just put that in. So once I did that, and I took care first to load one cartridge and then the next, I was able to cut this, and you can see that the line, if I zoom, the blade cuts are inside the border because I set the customs and 0.00. That's it, and this is quite beautiful. So yay, my Imagine now works. After one day of headache, it works.